Going back to draft night, how'd you feel? What was your emotion like? Like ultimately falling to 33? I know it was like there's a range of where Will Levis could go, but ultimately falling to 33, your emotion when you did get drafted, it juiced me up. But I'm sure there was a lot on your mind up until that point.
No doubt. Yeah, it was a lot. Long process, going through that whole year, throughout my whole senior season, kind of hearing the things I was hearing from the people that I trusted about, potential for the draft, and stayed steady in that first round kind of grade, the entire year. And it was cool to see that and hear those things. And, despite the stressful season that I had, not the greatest way that I wanted to end my college career, but still, based on what I'd heard, had a really good shot there going in first half of the first round even. So pretty cool to...
What conversations are you having with teams too? Like to where it cements you even more into thinking, I don't know exactly where I'm going to go, but it seems like I could go in the first half of day one.
Exactly. The top 30 visits I was taking, the interviews that I was having with these teams, some teams at the end of the first round were kind of like not even telling me like, you're probably not going to be there when we're there anyways. So like, nice to meet you, but yeah. So
it had to be a great feeling when they say that too.
Yeah, I was like,
you probably won't be there, but good luck in your career. And you're like, oh, I might not be there actually.
No, I mean, but we got there, and I was all ready. I got my nice suit on. I rented, I think, a like $100,000 paddock. I had to send it back the next day.
I had to send it back.
Sent it back. Didn't even get seen with it on.
Financially, that's a smart move. Smart move.
Oh, that's awesome. Gosh, what else happened that day? We were on the red carpet in Kansas City. I got everyone at the draft on the red carpet that did this interview got a 100-inch television from a brand that I won't say because no free shout outs.
No free shout
outs. Smart.
But move. They're expecting everyone in the draft to have first round money to be able to have a nice big house to put this 100-inch TV in, right? Get a nice big wall. Meanwhile, I'm over here, second round money in my 1-bedroom apartment, taking up the entire wall.
That might be even better, actually. It might be even better.
There's mom and dad. Yeah, that was fun though. That was really cool. And then just sitting there in that room, we knew that if it got past really the Titans' first round pick, it might be a long night. Or if someone didn't trade up for me towards the end of that first round, so we were kind of just waiting on that, like waiting on maybe a phone call. And I think at pick 29, get a phone call from somebody. It was a prank call from somebody.
You got a prank call?
Yeah.
Was it somebody you knew?
Yeah, no. Random number.
Oh my God.
I still have the number saved. I'll find them someday.
Your Will's out for vengeance.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
what was the conversation?
No, they just like
they just sat there
and like hung up. Yeah.
They laughed.
Yeah.
God. And at 29, you're sitting there thinking, how the fuck do I get out of this
literally
room?
got off the phone. I said, "Let's go, guys."
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't stay for the last 3 picks?
No. I think it was in between
at that
30 and 31, maybe not 29.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because there was only 31 picks.
Dude, what is the feeling like? What is the feeling like when the Titans one goes by? So you and your parents are sitting there and you're like, it's probably going to be a long night, but now you're getting into the 20s and more cameras are coming towards you.
Yeah.
And it essentially goes from, hey, the pick is in. Oh, this is who it's picked. Now let's go to Will Levis and see what his facial expression is doing, which is, buddy, that's got to be.
What else are you going to do? I mean,
No
I feel like
doubt.
we did a good job. We
And
just kept it.
In this moment, I don't know how you
are.
are. That's your mom right there?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're like, Mom, please, for the love of God, you're making it way worse.
Exactly.
Just by sitting
just look
here.
straight.
Yes. Just look. Just please, just stare into the distance.
There was one point where we were playing cards. I brought cards. They didn't want to film that. I don't know why, but that was fun.
Room?
Yeah, because we're just like,
in the green
F
room
this,
playing
like
cards?
playing euchre, just messing around.
And so you at 30, you're like, I'm getting the hell out of here.
I think it was just as the last pick was coming in, but in between the 31st, I think that's when the call came, and we're like, yeah, let's pack this show up and go back to the hotel. I think there was a rack of Shake Shack burgers waiting for us. It was supposed to be celebratory. I had about 4 and then went to bed.
Just pissed off, bro.
Pissed off
eating all the emotions.
Dude, who do you feel like in your own selfish brain feel like okie doked you the most, to where maybe you were excited to potentially go there and you felt like you were getting kind of the best vibe of going there and they didn't end up getting you, to where maybe it's like, you know, you can't wait to get him back one day. Maybe
it could be the Titans.
Well, the Titans. He's with the Titans.
Yeah, but it's like, yo, y'all could have picked me at 1. Your first round pick at 11. What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm sure there was a piece of you at first that was like, fuck the Titans. And
I should walk into this building every day and try to show them that I should have been their first round pick. That's true. But
and then you look at Skoronski every day like, you son of a bitch.
Hey, they made a good pick with him. I love Petey.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not gonna give anybody any, but there were definitely those few teams, I think, the ones that I thought I had a good shot at going to. There was actually murmurs. I think a lot of people were putting bets on me to go first overall. Not a lot, but like some, because like someone on Reddit had leaked that I had told like a family member or something that Carolina was going to pick me number 1 overall. That didn't happen. I told my family the opposite. I said that they were not going to pick me. They pretty much told me it was like a formality to invite me in.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
for real?
No, but
just like checking a box so they can throw them off the scent.
I mean, it was just the vibe I got, but no, I knew I was pretty 99% confident I wasn't going there. Wasn't feeling great about Houston, but Indy I felt good about. Atlanta I felt decent about. I don't know, like Vegas. There was a few other teams, but Tennessee and Indy were the two that I felt were really vibing with me most. But
so it's Indy you like to play against.
Yeah, I mean, I want to beat anybody in our division, especially, but
Indy.
Hey,
really stands
And
out.
by the way, you're phenomenal at the politically correct media.
Yeah.
Like, you've been well trained, no doubt. But we all know it's Indy. It's Indy. Those damn Colts. Anthony Richardson catches his shoulder. Will was like,
no, I love
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.